Alright, sorry about that. My camera battery decided to die. Luckily, I heard the camera beep and saw the lens go in, and didn't continue on with the video like everything was fine and dandy. Anyway, as I was saying before the camera turned off, the reason Wosbald recommends doing the series of, just short, 3 to 4 short gentle puffs as you're lighting, instead of doing, 1 or 2 false lights and then going ahead and with your main real light, is because you want to use as little flame as possible to get, and as soft as flame as possible to get the pipe going. And if you're just sitting there huffing on it, trying to get it going as soon as possible, you're scorching the tobacco, and it's really going to ruin the flavor for you on down the line. Whereas if you do those series of short, gentle puffs and just gradually let the tobacco light itself as it's getting going, it's going to taste a lot better. It's also why he doesn't recommend kind of circling the flame around the bowl, is because, and putting it just in the center, is because the main ignition at a hold on a second here, get it going. The main ignition of pipe tobacco is always going to be at the center core of the load, and it'll naturally spread out, and the flame will go where it needs to go as it seeks out those unlit pieces of tobacco on its own. So there's no reason for you to move the flame around and try and force it. One good analogy is to think of a forest fire. Let's say you've got 2 separate forest fires coming up towards each other, getting ready to meet in the middle, and one of them is moving faster and it's bigger, and the other one's smaller and moving slower. Well, once they get to the point where they're about to meet in the middle, the smaller fire will naturally seek out the areas that the bigger fire has not yet lit, and vice versa, with the bigger fire seeking out the spots that the smaller fire hasn't lit. So it's the same concept with here. If you just leave the flame centered in the middle of the bowl, as the middle section gets lit, the flame will naturally start to move up towards the outer sections that still need to be lit, and eventually they'll just converge and meet in the middle. Almost got it going here. I know it's been like since I started on the original recording, probably 5 minutes or more of getting this going. Of course, I'm also talking. And I can attest to this because again, I tried out this method a couple times already. That if you take your time and let everything happen naturally, the tobacco will taste so much better. Alright. Now, I think we're ready to go. He says once you do get the pipe actually going, what you want to do is kind of tamp in from the outer edges any tobacco pieces that might not have gotten lit yet. Just tamp them in towards the middle, and then do one final relight. and that's it. It's a longer process, but that is so much better tasting than when I just huff on it and try and get it going in 1 to 2 lights. And also, for relights, for the puffing and as you're smoking, and this isn't really anything new or profound. Anyone that's smoked a pipe for any length of time knows that it's better this way. You're just taking long, gentle sips. You're not huffing like a madman trying to fill the entire room with smoke. You're just and it's glorious. That's all I gotta say is it's glorious, guys. Oh man, so good. I'll tell you what, I'm really glad that I talked my wife into smoking in here. That would have been that long lighting process would have been such a pain outside with all that wind. Tamping is pretty standard with this his method. You know, it's nothing profound or you know, real innovative. Just drinking some water here. It's not vodka. Wouldn't mind if it was vodka, but it's not. I'll tell you what, guys. I have never, and this is my first time smoking that vanilla house blend with this method. I have never had it taste so sweet. Wow. So that might actually be, for those of you that that maybe were turned off by aromatics because, oh, they smoke too hot, or, you know, they didn't have any flavor or anything. Give the Wosbald approach a try, guys. It is just amazing. You know, so much more flavor comes alive. When you just sit there and slowly just kind of coax the tobacco and the lighting and the smoking and everything. You know, just slow down with it. You know, pipe smoking is meant to be savored and slowly enjoyed. It's not designed to be a rushed thing. It's probably one of the reasons why I never really got into smoking on the go, because you know, for me it's all about just sitting down and relaxing and thinking about stuff, and I'm, you know, smoking while I'm driving, smoking on a quick break or something like that, I'm not able to do that as much. It's still enjoyable to smoke the pipe, but it's not as enjoyable if I were just doing what I'm doing now, sitting at my house and relaxing. Now for relights, he suggests gentle, rapid puffs, just like that. But as soon as you see smoke coming out of the pipe and you're blowing smoke out, take the flame off. And continue to help it get lit the rest of the way with what he describes as long metered puffs. And it's somewhat like this. See how I produced a whole lot more smoke there than when I initially lit it. It's much better to keep that going like that than to try and just throw that flame on there and huff and huff and huff away. Alright guys, I am at, well, I guess I'm only at 21 minutes or so. I can go up to 30, so I guess I'm good. I'm trying to think of what to talk about here. I mean, I didn't want to go too in-depth of trying to, you know, reproduce word for word every aspect of his method, because I'm just not going to do it justice. I mean, I'm just not. You know, he's so much more eloquent than I probably will ever hope to be. One thing he does talk about on the last page of his article is the direct relation to tobacco chamber size and how it makes different tobacco blends smoke better or worse. Now again, I'm not going to even try and go into all the depth and detail he went into that, because I'm going to mess it up. But definitely read that that article. All you got to do is, I'm going to put the exact name of the article as the title of the video. So just copy and paste that, throw that into the Google search engine, and it should be your first or second option. Since it is a PDF download, I can't really, I guess I might be able to post the link, but it would take you directly to the download instead of you being able to see the full search list. I really encourage you guys to give this method a try, at least once. I mean, even if you don't end up using it again after that, that's fine. I think you probably will. Like I said, this has completely changed my pipe smoking experience. And I wouldn't want to do it any other way now. I mean, plain and simple. I think that's probably all I got for you guys. Do another relight here and probably sign off and enjoy the rest of this bowl here. I want to thank those of you that have left comments on my contest video and you know, and said, hey, you're gonna come up with something. I appreciate that a lot. You know, this contest is for you guys, and you know, not only for the $50 gift certificate, but you know, for you guys to get enjoyment out of it too. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hope y'all are enjoying the rest of your weekend. Happy smoking.